Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. There was a horrifying, we're sad to tell you, a horrifying amount of violence in the United States over the weekend, as increasingly there is. Over just 2 days, at least 104 Americans were shot to death in major American cities. That's a lot. How many? Well, for perspective, on the single deadliest day of the Iraq War, that would be January of 2005, a total of 37 Americans died. So what's happening in our cities right now looks a lot like a war, even if we rarely acknowledge it. Dallas, Milwaukee, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, many other metro areas recorded murders over the weekend. That's typical now. In St. Louis, 13 people were shot, 5 of them fatally. In Chicago, 33 were gunned down, 5 of those died. In Laguna Woods, California, a Chinese immigrant from Las Vegas walked into a Presbyterian church and shot 6 elderly Taiwanese parishioners. Police say he was motivated by some kind of political and ethnic hatred. And of course, most famously of all, on Saturday afternoon, a teenager in a mock military uniform walked into a grocery store in Buffalo and shot more than a dozen strangers with a rifle. No doubt you've seen accounts of this on the news. What you probably haven't seen are details about any of the 10 Americans who were murdered in that store in Buffalo. You may not even know their names, much less who they were or who they loved. Most of them were black. We know that. But beyond the way they look, not a lot has been reported about them, because the coverage hasn't been about them.
Did Tucker take this time to feature any of the victims? No. But some of the press has. CNN. Buffalo shooting victims. Hero guard and a teacher who was the pillar of the community are among 10 killed. Washington Post. What we know about the victims of the Buffalo grocery store shooting. New York Times. All these innocent lives. These were the victims in the Buffalo attack. Why would Tucker be so critical of the press? NBC News. Fox News, Tucker Carlson under fresh scrutiny after Buffalo mass shooting.